Scorpio, my love, I know you want a family. I know you want a child. I know you want a partner. I know you want to start this new beginning, your own unit, where a new story can happen, can be scripted, can be developed. Because when I see the tree card, it says, first with your family, honey. Yet, I cannot help but to see a huge block between this new family that is forming and the family that you have today, the family where you were born into. I'm listening, and I'm hearing. The new family cannot come, the new family cannot be until the affairs with the current family can be detangled. I see a net, more like a fisherman's net, and it's like intertwined, and the net is long, and it seems like it's going to catch something, and it's formed by little knots, and all these little knots are stories, are feelings, are emotions that hold the net together. It's the story that make the net even possible. Yet there's something about some of those knots that do not want to be addressed, that do not want to be like faced. There's some things that you don't want to look at within your current family, Scorpio, and that is creating a magic block for you to create your new family, my love. Because I see this tree and I see someone with a hose and pointing to the leaves and pointing to the fruits in order to make it more beautiful, and they put water on it. They're watering the tree, yet they're not watering the roots. And the roots are going, their roots are going, and they're screaming like, please put me some water. Put me some water, because I also need to be nurtured. I also need the element. And that water is you, Scorpio. I see you methodically choosing who to put your water, who to give your water to. Who are you going to share your water to, Scorpio? And I know you want to put that effort into that new family. Maybe you are already married, for some people listening. Maybe you're about to get engaged. Maybe you just met a nice man or a nice woman, and you think you can be alive with them. But they said, yes, you want, your desire to build a new life and to have your own family is more than welcome to be manifested. Yet, there are things that need to be solved with your current family. Maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your dad. But that child will not be conceived until those knots are detangled. The child will not be conceived until the knots are detangled, Scorpio. And I tried to do this reading. I was in channel, and all I could hear was noise and construction and distraction. All I could hear was noise and destruction and construction. Noise, destruction, and construction. But it's like you want to construct through the noise, Scorpio. You want to build, but you cannot build because the foundation is not well enough. You cannot build because the foundation is not well. And the foundation is screaming for you, is making noise. So you listen and pay attention and stop for a moment and see this family that you have been born with. What is it that you need to solve? What is it that you need to detangle, my love? And I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself, like I'm being redundant, but it's these three words that you need to listen: foundation, construction, noise. Foundation, construction, noise. What does these three words mean to you? What does these three words mean to you, Scorpio? How can you address this situation? Where are you going to put your water? How are you going to measure your water? Because you need to clean all the water. If you have, like, as we say, unresolved energy, that's going to make your energy, it's going to put stains on your energy, honey. I can see an energy that's stained, and you want that water to clean it up. Because when your vessel is cleaned up, then only you will be able to conceive that child that also requires water to be born. The child will be made in the waters. when the waters are calm, when the waters have been cleaned, when the waters have been addressed and stop being neglected. The waters are the emotions, my love. Those emotions that need to be addressed. Here you have so many things. Here you have so many people in your life, so many possibilities, but we're going to take a look at it one by one. My name is Orion, and this is your reading for the next 30 days since the moment you watch this reading, my love. Think about this family. Think about this family. Here you have bird, and the bird is flying. News are on the way. News are on the way, my love. Now you have a friend. You have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. Maybe that I see a pregnant lady on the phone. A pregnant lady on the phone that already has 2 kids, and they live abroad. Maybe you have a friend that moved abroad for love, Scorpio, and you miss them, and they really have that deep desire for you to have a family. And if this is not resonating for you, if you don't want kids, then this is a project that you want, a new idea that needs to be birthed only out of you, a new project out of you. But I see like it's either real children or projects that will be your children for life, like a legacy. That is what needs to be born, Scorpio. Here you have 10th, temporary situation. Maybe you're going through something. I want to see what the situation is. I'm going to take a look at it with the tarot. What is this 10 for Scorpio? What is this 10th? I'm going to take this card. The Chariot. The Chariot. I did say you have a friend that is abroad, right? Maybe you are in the process of moving. Maybe you're in the process of getting your papers in order for you to move to another country. And maybe you think it's taking so long, but the spirits are saying, no, that situation is temporary, because when you have this Chariot, it's like things will be moving on. You will be getting on that car, you will be getting on that train, you will be getting on that plane, Scorpio, you will be getting on that plane. And then you have the Fool and the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of anxiousness, there's a lot of tears screaming to be let out so you can finally release them. And when you release those tears, then you will be like the Fool. Then you will be like, you know what, I'm gonna walk and I'm gonna feel the air in my hair, and I'm gonna put my hands on a river and feel how the water runs through my fingers. That is what you want to do with this full energy. You just want to go on a trip and begin again. And maybe in that place, Scorpio, is where you will begin your new journey with your new family. But first, you need to solve the problems. They keep saying it. Scorpio needs to solve the problems. Scorpio needs to solve the problems before they go on this trip, because this going away will happen anyway. This going away will happen anyway, Scorpio. But the question for you is, will you go away without worries, or will you go away looking over your shoulder to see if the bus is gonna cut up to you in any second? No, you wanna go without worries, carefree. That is the new energy that you're aiming for, Scorpio, and I'm confident you will succeed into that. Here you have 3 different things. I want to start by Tiger. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Maybe you think going abroad is something risky, and they're saying, do it. Take your chance, Scorpio. Take your chance, because you will find your wealth. You have goldfish, honey. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Something you will learn and something you will gain. Something you will learn and something you will gain. Something you will learn and something you will gain. But they say you have dragon. Be aware of self-delusion. Take the risk with 100% of certainty and not delusion. It's like when you're going to take the risk, make it because you're certain you can deal with the earnings and also the consequences of that decision, my love. Don't do it because you want to act crazy on a second, on a minute, on a moment, on 15 minutes of craziness. to make the decision. No, they say, if you're gonna take the risk, we want you to take it consciously, not in that delulu moment. The delulu moment can come when you're there, but when you're taking the decision, we wanted you to be fully centered, fully grounded, fully in the reliefness, in the relief of having released all of the things that were staining your waters, your feelings, your emotions. And in that moment, you can make the decision, Scorpio. Beautiful. This is completely beautiful. All I hear is the word beautiful. Like the beautiful Scorpio swimming through the currents that will take Scorpio where Scorpio needs to be. And maybe you won't take a train, maybe you won't take a plane, maybe what you will take is a boat. Maybe what you will take is a boat, Scorpio, and you will navigate. You will navigate through the horizon. Like, I just want to tear up right now. Like, I see you so happy on that boat deck, looking at the sun, looking at the sunrise, and knowing that taking that chance was worth it. And you feel peace, you feel serenity. You feel peace, you feel serenity. And that's a feeling that nobody can take away from you, my love. Nobody. One last message for Scorpio. One last card for Scorpio. They say that's the message. Scorpio, thank you so much for listening. I will see you in the next video. The Magician. That's all I'm gonna say.